In this lesson, I'm going to go crazy over in the mod matrix. We'll start by dialing in the amp and envelope to envelopes, and then move over to applying those to some modulation targets. Now notice for the MIDI part that I have on this new wavetable track, there's a lot of very fast 16th notes. So I want to give the main amp as well as the envelope 2 envelopes that will work well with this so that you can hear these fast 16th notes. So for this main amp, the decay I'm going to put at about 500, but the most important thing is really lowering the sustain and giving it almost no release. Envelope 2, going to do very similar thing, even shorter decay. But one interesting thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the peak a bit. Bringing down the peak of your envelope is always a good option when you want your envelope to be kind of on the subtle side of things. Okay, so now let's head over to the matrix and get busy. I'm just going to try some things out. So let's start with the amp. A really common thing to modulate, something I almost always try, is wavetable position. It's doing a little something. Now let's maybe try warp. Okay, oscillator 2. Let's try its wavetable position this time. Okay, a little dab will do ya. Filter 1 frequency. I think I just want to tickle it a little bit here. Filter 1 resonance. Filter 2 frequency. And finally, I think I might want to do some LFO amount modulation. So I'm just going to put in that for now. Okay, now envelope 2. Since envelope 2 is pretty similar to envelope 1, what I often start with is trying the opposite value of what the other modulation source is doing. So for oscillator 1 position, I'm going to try some negative values. Okay, oscillator 2 position. Oscillator 2 FM. Oscillator 2 gain. Just a little bit movement there. Sub gain, similar thing, let's try. So in this lesson, we sculpted the envelope of Wavetable's main amp and envelope 2. For envelope 2, we actually did something interesting and turned down its peak value, which gave the envelope less of an effect, making it less intense. And then we used the mod matrix to modify a whole bunch of parameters. A really common parameter that we modulated was the wavetable position, but less common things too, like oscillator gain, sub gain, and LFO amount.